Cycling for me is the best kind of transportation. It's cheap, it's easy, it's really healthy. It lets me get around the way I want to.
For me, there's this sort of wonder of being able to move yourself from one place to another, all under your own power with the aid of a very simple machine. The best way to learn about bikes is to take one apart, and the best bikes to take apart are always the old bike. It's easy to take apart a new bike because everything just comes off really nicely, but a lot of times old bikes require like patience, ingenuity, ways to be inventive, and a lot of times just brute force.
Overall, bicycling is pretty much the same as it used to be. There's been a lot of advancements in technology, materials, but you still have the same concepts. I'll be a ghoulish experiment.
I'd like to think that a lot of people who are moderately to seriously interested in bikes are kind of like historians, and they see the history of a bike, and there's this sort of passion about like where did it come from and how did it get to where it is today. It's being a historian, you always want to like kind of dig through the past and think about what it's like to be a part of the past and the present, you know. And I think a lot of bike freaks own new bikes, but they also really like old bikes.
I can do everything on my bike that I can do in my car. A lot of times my car will just sit there for a week or two and I have to end up driving it just around the block so it gets some use. Cycling has a lot of benefits: health, economic, environmental, and it has other impacts too. You get to circumvent a lot of political and environmental concerns with oil. People really need to think about biking as an alternative transportation source. A lot of the trips we take are under 2 miles, and bikes can do 2 miles almost as quickly as a car when you factor in the stops and the traffic.
It takes a lot of time to do a bike right, to sand it down and prep it, pick all the parts out, clean everything. But when you're done, you have a connection with that bike. It's really yours.
My friend said, do you know a DJ slot? My friend said he once stayed in bed for a month. We were stuck.